End of the line, Sonny Jim.
Jeez. That brings me back.
It's either end of the line or end of the road, I'm not sure.
I thought it was in... Oh.
Roll clip!
End of the line, Sonny Jim.
We just saw Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. And I swear to God, it's only called that so they could put the Guns N' Roses song in the trailer.
I actually completely forgot that it had a subtitle.
What'd you think?
Well, it was definitely a better movie than I expected going in.
Yeah.
You kind of see this as like a... It's weird calling it a cash cow because there's a lot of people that enjoyed Jumanji, but I feel like this was sort of targeting kids that are out of school for the winter break and stuff. And how many of those kids know what Jumanji is?
I don't know. Probably not too many.
Yeah, but I mean, it was good. It wasn't fantastic
by
any means.
It's not going to go down as a classic, I don't think.
It won't. Yeah, you couldn't compare it to like the original Jumanji. I don't think. Yeah.
But no, it was a
good action comedy.
It was neat that this was actually a sequel to the original movie, the Robin Williams one. I was not expecting that. This movie quite literally picks up exactly where the last one left off. The board game washed up on the beach.
Yeah. I thought that was great. I really like that. Like when the title card pops up, 1996, I gasped and I was like, oh, 1996. I looked around. Does anybody else get the reference? Yeah, no, I thought it was going to be a full reboot. The references they made to the first movie, they were nice as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't like over-the-top fan service. There was just some subtle nods. The original Jumanji, it did the whole Last Action Hero thing where like the world enters into into the real world. This movie, it was just a video game being played out. It was like buttering you up for Ready Player One or something.
It kind of updates from a board game to a video game to sort of modernize it a little bit.
Right.
Who plays board games anymore?
I liked all the video game-isms, like the NPCs who just know the one phrase and just repeat it over and over again.
Welcome to Jumanji!
Item inventory, pulling ridiculously large items out of a backpack, the extra lives, that stuff was all...
Yeah, that was all good stuff, yeah. Even when like they have the first cinematic, one of the girls or something was like, what's this? I think it's a cinematic.
What? What is this?
The cast was all pretty good, although not that he did badly in the movie, but I kind of wish they'd done a little bit more with Kevin Hart.
Right.
He's the only one of the main four who isn't playing against type, which is the kind of the whole joke with all of them.
Right, yeah.
Like, you pick a character and you're that person in the game.
Which one do I pick?
I don't think it matters that much.
Got, The Rock and Karen Gillan are both these sort of big badasses, super attractive kind of people, but they're being played by awkward teenagers, and so they're really awkward, and The Rock is cowardly.
Don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry, it's gonna be okay.
And of course Jack Black is playing a teenage girl, but there's none of that with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is just Kevin Hart.
No, that's exactly right. And honestly, I felt like in many parts I was watching the novelty of those actors play these characters rather than watching the movie itself. And so you're absolutely right. Kevin Hart was just Kevin Hart in this.
Yeah. Don't let this new body get your butt whooped. What the heck?
I thought the standout personally was Jack Black. He was great.
Yeah, I've always liked Jack Black. I've always felt he's done a good job of being the odd person.
Yeah.
He does a good job with his face.
Yeah.
When it comes to his acting. And so like a lot of the time it would be a close-up shot of his face and he just make the face and you'd be like, yeah, I have seen high school girls make that face.
Yeah. He does a really good job with the cadence.
Yes,
the way he speaks.
that too. Yeah.
That was so intense. I can't even with this place.
No!
I'm an overweight middle-aged man. Wait a second. Where's my phone?
I really did feel like I was only there to see the actors play these roles. Yeah.
Just like, hey, it's The Rock and Kevin Hart and Jack Black, and isn't this fun?
Exactly, yeah. And nothing was stellar. Like, I'll point to Jack Black in School of Rock before I point to Jack Black in this.
Easily,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. If I had one sort of complaint, I wish they had brought back the British safari guy who was the bad guy in the first movie.
Absolutely.
Or if, not him, then some sort of variation on the same idea, because he was one of the best things about the original. This one, the bad guys are sort of just these generic militia kind of guys led by Bobby Cannavale, and they're fine, but it's just a little bit generic.
Parts of the movie did feel a little boring or slow. There was a lot of time spent hitting you over the head. They'd pair off the characters and they'd have the lecture moment like, you don't need to be boxed in by who you are in the real world. Yeah. But like it just
I see what you mean. Yeah. There's moments where it's just like, this is why our characters don't get along.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And so that felt a little lame.
Overall, though, I thought it was pretty good. If you're a fan of the cast, or if you're really into the original, I'd say give it a watch. Although this really doesn't feel anything like the original, it does continue the premise in a sort of a new and interesting kind of way.
Right.
So I liked it.
Yeah, that's my thinking of it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say don't watch it, but
It's a movie.
it's a movie. Yeah, them's the words.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Thank you very much for watching Bull Session. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. There's also plenty of other videos here that you can watch, tons of other reviews, other great stuff, if you'd like to check that out. Thank you very much again, and take care. And is that it?
I think that's everything.